Molly-Mae's world shatters as she uncovers Tommy's infidelity. One ordinary afternoon, her phone buzzed with a notification. It was a message from an unknown number. The message contained a photo that made her heart stop. It was Tommy. But he wasn't alone. Molly-Mae's world crumbled around her. Betrayal, sharp and cold, pierced her heart. How could he? The initial shock soon gave way to a burning anger. Molly-Mae wasn't one to sit back and accept this. She needed answers. As she scrolled through her social media, a chilling realization dawned on her. The whispers had always been there, hidden in the shadows. Now they took on a sinister new meaning. Her phone buzzed again. Another message, another photo, then another and another. It was as if a dam had broken, unleashing a torrent of evidence. Screenshots of messages, blurry photos, and whispered confessions flooded her inbox. Each one chipped away at the carefully constructed facade of their relationship. Tommy's betrayal cut deep, each revelation a fresh wound to her already shattered heart. Molly-Mae knew she couldn't let this break her. She had to be strong, for herself, for her future. She refused to be a victim. She would face this head-on, armed with the truth. Her first call was to her lawyer. She needed advice, guidance on how to navigate this treacherous terrain. The legal world was unfamiliar, intimidating even, but Molly-Mae was determined. She pored over the messages, the photos, piecing together the timeline of Tommy's betrayal. She hired a private investigator, a discreet professional who promised to uncover the truth, no matter how ugly it might be. She needed irrefutable proof, evidence that would stand up in court if it came to that. Days turned into sleepless nights as Molly-Mae threw herself into the investigation. She tracked down witnesses, women who had encountered Tommy during his nights of infidelity. Each conversation, each piece of information gathered, brought her closer to the truth. It was a painful process, but Molly-Mae was resolute. She would not rest until she had all the answers. The confrontation was inevitable. Molly-Mae, armed with the weight of evidence, confronted Tommy. His denials rang hollow, his excuses falling on deaf ears. The man who had once sworn his love now stood exposed, a liar stripped bare. The idyllic life they had built together, the luxurious home they shared, suddenly felt tainted, suffocating. Molly-Mae demanded that he leave. She needed space, time to process the betrayal that had ripped their lives apart. Tommy, his face pale and drawn, moved out of their shared home. The paparazzi, ever-present vultures circling the carcass of their shattered relationship, captured his every move. The photos of him leaving, a suitcase in hand, were splashed across the tabloids, a stark visual representation of his fall from grace. The removal from their home was just the beginning. Molly-Mae, once blinded by love, now saw Tommy for what he truly was. A cheat, a liar, a man who had betrayed her trust in the worst possible way. Section 5. A career in jeopardy. The scandal threatens to derail Tommy's hard-earned success. The fallout from Tommy's infidelity was swift and brutal. His carefully crafted public persona, the image of a devoted boyfriend and promising athlete, lay in tatters. Sponsors, once eager to be associated with his success, now distanced themselves, their logos vanishing from his social media feeds. Brand deals, lucrative contracts that had promised financial security, evaporated overnight. The court of public opinion had reached its verdict, and Tommy Fury was guilty. His career, once on a meteoric rise, now teetered on the brink of collapse. The boxing world, a ruthless arena where reputation is everything, turned its back on him. Fights were canceled, opportunities vanished. The whispers that had once been confined to the gossip columns now echoed through the hallowed halls of boxing gyms. Tommy, once hailed as a champion in the making, now found himself fighting for his professional life. The scandal had cast a long shadow, one that threatened to eclipse his achievements and derail his dreams. Section 6. Living under the microscope. The relentless pressure and scrutiny of fame take their toll. The constant scrutiny of the media was relentless. Every aspect of Molly-Mae's life, once a source of pride and joy, was dissected, analyzed, and judged. The paparazzi, those relentless chroniclers of celebrity misfortune, followed her every move, their cameras capturing her every tear, every frown. Headlines screamed from the tabloids, each one a fresh assault on her emotions. Social media, once a platform for connection and creativity, became a battleground. Trolls emerged from the digital shadows, spewing venom and vitriol, their words like daggers aimed at her already wounded heart. The pressure was immense, the weight of public opinion, The constant scrutiny threatened to crush her. Sleep became a distant memory, replaced by anxiety-ridden nights and tear-stained pillows. The life she had known, the life she had worked so hard to build, was crumbling around her. The world watched, waiting for her to break, but Molly-Mae was determined not to give them the satisfaction. Section 7. Finding strength in adversity. Molly-Mae emerges from the turmoil, ready to reclaim her life. In the darkest of times, we discover our true strength, and so it was for Molly-Mae. Surrounded by the wreckage of her relationship, the betrayal, the public humiliation, she found a new resolve. She would not let this define her. She would rise above the pain, the anger, the heartbreak. She sought solace in the unwavering support of her family and friends, their love a beacon in the storm. They reminded her of her worth, her strength, her resilience. Slowly but surely, Molly-Mae began to heal. She focused on herself, her well-being, her future. She poured her energy into her work, finding purpose and solace in her creative endeavors. She reconnected with her passions, rediscovering the woman she had always been, the woman she was destined to be. The pain of betrayal still lingered, a dull ache in her heart, but it no longer controlled her. She had faced her demons and emerged stronger, wiser, more determined than ever before. Section 8. The Price of Fame. A stark reminder of the sacrifices and vulnerabilities faced by those in the public eye. Molly-Mae's ordeal served as a stark reminder of the price of fame, the relentless scrutiny, the invasion of privacy, the constant pressure to maintain a perfect facade. In a world obsessed with celebrity, it is easy to forget that behind the glossy photo shoots and red carpet appearances lie real people with real emotions. People who love, who hurt, who bleed just like anyone else. Molly-Mae's story is a cautionary tale, a reminder that even in the digital age where information spreads like wildfire, there's a human cost to every scandal, every betrayal, every heartbreak. It is a story that highlights the importance of empathy, of compassion, of remembering that behind the carefully curated Instagram feeds and perfectly posed selfies lie real lives, complex and messy and oh so human.